Hi, I'm Samantha Baldwin and I've made you this short video to show you the activities of my ex-husband, who I can't name due to legal reasons, but he has a fake Twitter account called Can Bullshit, or Can't Bear the Bullshit. His Twitter handle is can_bullshit. So I just wanted to show you a week in the life of his Twitter activity, and bearing in mind the context of this, that he set up this fake account 10 months ago in September 2019 in a response to the support that I have had on social media. And he basically uses the judge's false findings made against me that I drugged my sons, and he uses a false findings sort of like a get out of jail free card plastered all over the place. So I just want to, for anyone who doesn't know the story, I would suggest that you watch the video in the description below called My Story. That will set the context of the background of this. But for those of you who do, I just wanted to show you what Can Bullshit, my ex-husband, is up to on Twitter. I think it says so much, and well, I'll leave it for you to decide anyway what you think. The rest of this video shows the Twitter activity of the account Can't Bear the Bullshit at can_bullshit, which I'm 100% certain is my ex-husband. He uses the language he uses, he tweets only information that could have come from him, and obviously there's the motivation for him to do so. So if you look at his tweets, it's all about me, basically, and him trying his best to undermine me, to discredit me, and to turn people against me. So if you just look at we're not even up to an hour yet. He's already jumping onto people's tweets. What he does is, I blocked him ages ago. So in September, when he first started this fake account up, I blocked him. So what he does is he spies on me using another account and then waits for people to comment, and then he jumps in on their comments. He constantly tweets the false news story about me. He knows this isn't true because he drugged my children. He constantly ignores my polygraph test, and he's on a campaign to turn people against me. To understand the psychology behind this, I'm just going to play a very interesting and insightful clip from Sam Vaknin. He's an expert on narcissistic personality disorder. So this is a clip from a video that he's made called Abuse by Proxy, from smear campaigns to third-party stalking and abuse.
My name is Sam Vaknin, and I'm the author of Malignant Self Love, Narcissism Revisited. If all else fails, the abuser recruits friends, colleagues, mates, family members, the authorities, institutions, neighbors, the media, teachers, in other words, third parties, to do his bidding. The abuser uses them to cajole, coerce, threaten, stalk, offer, retreat, tempt, seduce, harass, communicate, or otherwise manipulate his target. The abuser controls these unaware instruments exactly as he plans to control his ultimate prey. In both cases, he employs the same mechanisms and the same devices. And he dumps his props unceremoniously when the job is done. One form of control by proxy is to engineer situations in which abuse is inflicted on another person. Such carefully crafted scenarios of embarrassment and humiliation are meant to provoke social sanctions, condemnation, opprobrium, or even physical punishment against the victim. Society, or social group in this case, become the instruments of the abuser against the victim. Abusers often use other people to do their dirty work for them. These, sometimes unwitting accomplices, belong to three groups. The first group is the abuser's social milieu. Some offenders, mainly in patriarchal and misogynist societies, co-opt family members, friends and colleagues into aiding and abetting their abusive conduct. In extreme cases, the victim is held hostage, isolated and with little or no access to funds or transportation. Often the couple's children are used as bargaining chips or leverage in such a dispute. Ambient abuse by the abuser's clan, kin, kith, or village, or neighborhood is rampant. The second group of witting or unwitting accomplices is the victim's social milieu. Even the victim's relatives, his family members, his friends, his colleagues, they are all amenable to the considerable charm, persuasiveness, and manipulativeness of the abuser, and to his impressive thespian acting skills. The abuser offers a plausible rendition of the events and interprets these events to his favor. Others rarely have a chance to witness an abusive exchange firsthand and at close quarters, so as to discern between abuser and victim. In contrast, the victims are often on the verge of a nervous breakdown. They are harassed, unkempt, irritable, impatient, abrasive, and hysterical. Confronted with this contrast between a polished, self-controlled, and suave abuser and his harried casualties, it is easy to reach the wrong conclusion, that the real victim is the abuser. Or another conclusion, that both parties are abusing each other similarly and equally. The praise acts of self-defense, assertiveness, or insistence on her rights are interpreted as aggression, lability, or a mental health problem. Thus we come to the third group of accomplices and collaborators, aiders and abettors, the system. The abuser perverts the system. Therapists, marriage counselors, mediators, court-appointed guardians, police officers, judges, they all end up upholding the abuser's version and helping him in further abusing his victims. Abuser uses them to pathologize the victim and to separate her from her sources of emotional sustenance, notably from her children, and then from her family, and then from her friends and colleagues. Forms of abuse by proxy include socially isolating and excluding the victim by discrediting her through a campaign of malicious rumors, a smear campaign. Harassing the victim by using others to stalk her.
So that's Dr Sam Vaknin. He gives a very good insight into individuals with narcissistic personality disorder who do their best to turn everybody, including the family court and other professionals, against the victim. Although I am not the victim, in this case my children are the victims, but it's the same kind of pattern of behaviour whereby the stalking, the malicious intent, even though I proved my innocence with my polygraph, and he actually was the one who drugged my children. He is just hell-bent on trying to, he's trying to destroy me. He won't succeed, but